Hey guys, I hope all is well with everyone. So we are obviously going to be looking into Jimin and Taehyung. So I will have the questions down below in the description box with timestamps if you want to jump ahead or look at the questions that are going to be coming up. Before we get into this, please don't forget to hit that like button, share, comment, subscribe. If you do subscribe, don't forget to hit that little bell button there for notifications. So we're going to start off with what's going on in the friendship between Jimin and Taehyung. What's going on in the friendship between Jimin and Taehyung, please? What's currently going on in the friendship between Jimin and Taehyung? Interesting. We're starting off with the Four of Swords. So the Four of Swords is all about healing here. Resting, laying things to rest. To find that healing. It looks like trying to find some type of healing and something between them that brings happiness, but yet there's like this cold shoulder energy here, the Five of Pentacles being left out in the cold. Pretty much like there's no communication here with the Five of Pentacles being out. What's going on in the friendship between Jimin and Taehyung, please? So it looks like there's trying to have communication here, but there's a lot of sadness. Maybe talking about this sadness, how one's feeling, trying to communicate it with the other person. Can you tell us more here, please? Oh. So, looks like somebody's trying to find, if not both of them, one, if not both, are trying to find balance in some type of heartache here. This pain created a blockage. So it must have created that cold shoulder. Feeling out in the cold. Feeling a lot of sadness. Wanting to communicate and try to balance everything out. Balancing out the past. Something that happened in the past here. Yeah, that created this. And just feeling very apathetic. Trying to take action, wow, on this situation. Feeling like a tower moment is really stressful. Just, wow, weighing heavy on the mind here. So it looks like they're trying, somebody wants to find a balance. If not, they need to find a balance. It's almost like somebody deceived somebody somehow, some way, with a creative contract. I'm hearing a deal, some kind of deal here. And I'm sensing conflict with this Five of Wands more than anything. Oh, I'm sorry. Alright, sorry about that. More depth here, please. Thank you. Somebody wants to have a conversation. I want to balance things out here. Things from the past about this chosen journey that was decided to take and continue on with this path. Trying to bring in this decision here to change things around, to back to this wish fulfillment, trying to close out a cycle of this sadness, feeling apathetic, trying to bring healing, trying to have communication, wanting to balance out the scales here. It's a possibility that Jimin, since he's a Libra, we do have the Justice card that is a Libra card, could be holding on tight to something that he had learned by possibly socializing. Okay. Yeah. Somebody wants to balance out the scales. Discuss about how they feel about the other person holding on to an opportunity that they decided to continue on with and continue to learn more about. It's definitely because of a third-party involvement here. But there's want to balance out the scales, to communicate, to fix things, to mend things. So there's a blockage, but there's this want to discuss it. Alright, your next question is, what does Taehyung see in their friendship? What does Taehyung see in their friendship between him and Jimin? What does Taehyung see in their friendship? Heartache, pain. Oh no, my camera. Hang on here. Let's see if I can get it to fix. Darn it. Okay, give me one moment. Let me fix it. Yay, fixed. Okay, by itself. So this is what I kind of thought in the beginning. It looks like Taehyung is the one that wants to come in and try to discuss this. It's painful how he sees their friendship is painful right now. Heartache on what was once happy. But this heartache could very well involve with somebody taking a new happy journey here. Maybe being a little naive about it. That could have been what had laid things to rest here between them, at least in Taehyung's eyes. It looks like there's this new love of just walking away here. The Four of Swords does also hold the energy of healing. So there could be reconciliation within this. And we got the Knight of Cups in the last questions, so it seems as though somebody does want to communicate and discuss it. And it did create a blockage here. It looks like a big project here. Taking action. Yeah. This could also be a realization moment too, realizing that this is what the blockage could be. Learning about it, yeah, is creating sleepless nights. It's almost like stuck on the mind here. Can you tell us about this Three of Swords, please? Where do we have this Three of Swords? We have a few here. The same cards. Coming in, talking about this wish fulfillment from the past, trying to balance things out. Things that were wanted from the past. There was something that was wanted, but it was either missed or neglected. That could be why there was a feeling of being out in the cold. Wasn't thought of first. Before somebody, the other person taking what seems to be this opportunity here. Because there's a third contract, a third party involved here. But this communication here is talking about balancing this whole dealio out here. And chain connection. Capricorn energy. Taehyung could be seeing things from another perspective here while sitting in solitude. He could be the one that is coming to approach here, but very slowly, being stuck in his mind here in solitude, seeing things from another perspective. So what I'm picking up from what's being laid out here is that Taehyung wants to get over this pain and this heartache, close this cycle, stop this blockage, just like stop the bleeding of this situation, and talk about it, discuss it, try to balance things out from the past, because it's like it's apparently something that's happened in the past here with the Six of Cups coming out. But he wants to communicate and socialize and make amends about it, discuss about it. Get over this sleepless nights of his mind is running rampant on thoughts of like why did this happen? Why, this should have happened, could have done this, etc. His mind going wild, creating him to stay up late. But it seems like he's also a little nervous to approach. Okay, next our question is going to be, what does Taehyung think about their friendship? What does Taehyung think about his friendship with Jimin? What does Taehyung think about their friendship? So this third party here, there's this creative contract. It's a burden. It's weighing heavy. I already want to get deeper into this. It looks like what I'm picking up here is it looks like it's you could think that Jimin is eager to take paths to quickly close doors to open up the next. Being very fierce about it. But let's get in further. Can you give us more depth here, please? Of what does Taehyung currently think about his friendship with Jimin? Yeah, there's opportunity that is quickly creating a battle, a conflict here. A new journey, a new opportunity. It's like, and sticking with this path. It's like not looking back, and like there's no communications. That in the cold energy. Can you give us more depth here, please, on what Taehyung currently thinks about his friendship with Jimin? Holding on tight to this opportunity, this really big project. It's flourishing, it's growing. Earth energy all the way around. Which has to do with finance and career. It's like he sees Jimin continuing on with this path and doing a lot of action, doing a lot of things within this, taking control of things with his ideas and dreams. He sees, it's like he's watching Jimin and his journey through this opportunity that seems to have created a burden, and what had created that pain, which is now a burden, is a conflict. This new path that seems to be Jimin had taken, that is a huge project. It's almost like Taehyung feels left out of this for some reason. But it's like Taehyung is starting to think that this is what brings Jimin happiness. With it being next to the hanged man. Like this is his purpose. This is his chosen path. Alrighty, moving on to the next one. It's going to be, what does Jimin think about his friendship with Taehyung? What does Jimin think about his friendship with Taehyung? see cards flashing out and then they stuck back in there. Planning and working. It looks like a lot of work. Creative work here. Contract as well. Working together, it looks like. What does Jimin... Wow, okay. Working on what looks like a big handout here. Growing this opportunity that is like nothing but pentacles. Holy cow. It's like a big opportunity here. Yeah. Feeling as though it's like a big win. Strong partnership. There's sadness on happiness here. A lot of sadness. Okay, so it's like seeing... So it's like work-wise. Good. But on the flip side, it's really sad. What does Jimin think about his friendship with Taehyung? Interesting. It's very bright on Jimin's side, it looks like. There's like this extreme happy soul connection, strong soul connection when it comes to work. It's like he's focused on this payment here. Getting victory. Socializing. Talking. Quickly with information. It's like rushing in here. Coming in with information. They'll help him investigate further into the past. Why he's cornered into a situation here with the friendship, like the energy that he put into this friendship. It's like mending what's on the other side of this friendship here. Can you give us more depth here, please, about what Jimin currently think about his friendship with Taehyung? Here's that fire sign again, which the King of Wands is that energy of strategically planning. But there's a blockage here, determination though, as well. With strategically planning with this new creation. It's like he recognizes there's heartache and pain. But it's almost like he's disappointed in what's coming in here from all of his work, all of his efforts. So with this new creation, it was a lot of eagerness jumping into it here. It's almost like his intentions were well with whatever had created heartache and pain. And he's starting to see things from another perspective, that it's creating their friendship to be cornered and stuck, not knowing which route to go, because it's like enjoying this Knight of Pentacles situation here, really enjoying it. But he recognizes that there's some type of blockage, some type of issue between them, trying to carefully plot through how to mend this, how to recreate here. This eagerness, this happiness to continue on. Like, it's like he knows that Taehyung isn't happy with things between them. Like, he's starting to see this from another perspective. There's definitely a happy soul connection here. We do have the Lover's card, but it can be a platonic love as well. But there's this stuckness from the past and trying to balance things out. One could be a little more blockheaded, maybe a little stubborn about what the other person brings up about it, about their feelings. Might shut the other one out for a little bit and then think about the situation. There's a huge goal here with all these pentacles starting out. So like I said, it's like things are great on the work side, like working great, but then there's this recognizing some type of situation going on in between, noticing that the other person isn't very happy. Okay, our next question is going to be, how does Jimin really behave in his friendship with Taehyung? How does Jimin really behave in his friendship with Taehyung? Interesting. I don't really like that combo. There's like this revived thought of being out in the cold, getting the cold shoulder. Almost like really, really thinking about this. We have his card at the bottom of the deck, the Major Arcana for him. the Justice card, balancing out the scales. But then his mind is set on help or money coming in here. Can you give us more depth here, please? It's almost like trying to heal himself here. It's like Taehyung gives him healing. This nurturing feeling here. It's almost like he was different in the past, in the friendship. When they were nurturing things. But it's like he changed when a lot of money came in. There's eagerness, passion. How does Jimin behave in the friendship with Taehyung? How does Jimin behave? It's like a new opportunity always puts somebody in this upset situation here. It's like somebody had deceived somebody. It's like taking the money over friendship here. I would have paused it, but it was only one deck and I didn't have to fish a bunch of them. It's almost like things were going well until some new opportunities arise, and then it creates sadness because there's so much eagerness in jumping into it, into learning more, into going ahead, rather than it seems like thinking about it, nurturing it, thinking about it, just really. It's almost like he changed. It's like he would take this, a handout, at times, like very eager, rather than, it seems like he doesn't like communicate with things. Especially when it comes to new opportunities. He jumps into things really fast, it looks like. rather than discussing things and then jumping in. That's what I'm picking up. Because we keep getting that out in the cold, that cold shoulder energy. Our next question is going to be, I'm going to shuffle these a little different. What's the current mood in the friendship between Jimin and Taehyung? What's the current mood in the friendship between Jimin and Taehyung, please? Queen of Swords, feminine energy, air sign. So a couple of things here. Jimin could be in his feminine energy, feeling happy with what he is looking further into, with him being in his feminine energy, but he can also be possibly a little standoffish here. That could be what's going on here in their friendship. With the Queen of Swords, being standoffish, creating fear, anxiety upon this happiness here. That could be between them. The current mood between the friendship between Jimin and Taehyung, please. Thank you. Could be a standoff energy going on here with balancing out projects and putting energy into it. Almost like starting to create interference. It's almost like not really getting anywhere. But it's like there's want to take action. There's also realization in the Ace of Swords as well, on a wish fulfillment, wanting to lay things to rest here, find healing. So it looks like looking further into this chosen path that one decided to take here, or that was decided to take. It's like realizing here that there is something deceitful and sneaky on their legacy here with a third-party contract. I'm hearing deceit. The current mood between the friendship of Jimin and Taehyung. Thank you. It's like trying to walk away from this issue, but still having to come back and go through it again. It's like here to get this valuable reward. It's a stuck situation. It just keeps going and going. We have 8s. Wow. 3 of Swords. There's heartache. There's pain. It's like everything that was said and done in the past, all the seeds that were planted in the past, It's like it doesn't matter anymore with. It's like somebody contradicted themselves with what was said in the past. What one said the other would do. The friendship between Jimin and Taehyung, the current mood between them. Somebody's strongly holding on to this issue and is creating apathy. If somebody wants to discuss about it. It's like sitting and thinking about it, like it's stuck on the mind here. It's constantly thinking about the new creation, about being newly created. And it like revives at a tower moment. Destruction, chaos. There's like just a super focus on handout here. On fame. It's like more of the focus is more on this contract, this opportunity, rather than their friendship, like honoring it. There's something that's not being honored. That's for sure. Because somebody feels a lot of heartache and a lot of pain. Alrighty, last question of the night. Can you tell us the future of the friendship between Jimin and Taehyung, please? The future friendship between Jimin and Taehyung. Okay, so there's daydream being up in their head. At least somebody is here. About what they have together here, being committed. And they're committed to their career. And we also have the Eight of Pentacles here with the Wheel of Fortune. So there's like taking control of the Wheel of Fortune with work here. Let's get more here. The future friendship between Jimin and Taehyung, please. Making grounded decisions to move forward. Big departure. On a project, working on something here. Again, reviving this destruction moment with work, with a plan. It's like going pretty good and all of a sudden downhill. The future friendship between Jimin and Taehyung, please. It's like trying to move back to this past here. Very carefully planning. It's like looking further into what was chosen here and what was decided to stick with and continue on. Looking further into it, investigating further. This Queen of Swords energy, feminine energy, air sign. This can also be standoffish. Also learning more, research, looking further into something. As well as with the Page of Swords here. about this burden of feeling out in the cold, getting the cold shoulder. The future friendship between Jimin and Taehyung, please. Oh. The future friendship between Jimin and Taehyung, please. With what we have at the bottom of the deck here, we have healing, a new journey here. With, again, it looks like Jimin here, but in his masculine energy. And seeing things from another perspective here of the handout. It's almost like realization here. Yeah. It's almost like learning more. But he's still going to hold on tight to this opportunity, though. So he sees that this opportunity that he's holding on very tightly to, he does realize what's going on here with this decided journey that he decided to stay with. And it's like he knows how he's making Taehyung feel. But he still wants to continue on with this growth of this opportunity. Making a decision to continue on with this Five of Pentacles energy here. That's a burden. It's like hard on his feminine energy, apparently. But it's like on his masculine energy. It's like drawing in this happiness. This happy connection here with this opportunity. So it looks like he's choosing money and career over friendship. That's what it looks like that's coming out in the cards all night. Alrighty, you guys. That is where I'm going to leave this off at. Please do me a favor and don't forget to hit that like button, share, comment, and subscribe. I will also have to take a little bit of a hiatus for 7 days. It's coming up soon. I don't know what day it's going to start. The more if I find out, or when I find out closer, I will put it up on the community board, so keep an eye out for that. I think that's everything I wanted to say. I didn't think this one was going to go as late as it did. So tomorrow night, I got a few that I would like to try to rock out. Until next time, you guys, auf Wiedersehen. Bye-bye.